Yeah, I mean, just played a pretty good game. Just had a bad eighth inning, obviously. Um, Kind of had it all set up the way we wanted it. Um, the pitchers I thought did a great job, except in the eighth inning. And you got to give Vanderbilt credit, man. They took advantage of a couple of walks, a hit by pitch, and a bunted ball that didn't get caught. And I thought we played good. Besides, you know, just a few pitches here and there. And we got some big hits and played really good defense again. Just let it slip away there in the eighth. It's pretty hard to watch.
Bob.
Dave, you guys had a shot to clinch the SEC, and you got a shot tomorrow. I guess how much does that add to the frustration on what was at stake, and how do you think you guys will bounce back tomorrow after such a tough loss?
And that's a tough question to answer. I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
And then, do you have any kind of update on Bolton, his injury situation?
No, I don't have any.
And I guess how'd you think Tiger did? I know he gave a couple of home runs, but nobody was on. And just how'd you see his progression tonight?
Thought it was good. I thought he threw the ball good. He made a couple of pitches. He left the one up, to Bradfield, and he just clubbed it, and it went out down the line. It's short over there, and then, the 9-0 hitter, he throws first pitch fastball by him and tried to sneak another one by him, and he cheated and got to it and hit it out of the park. And you take away those couple of pitches, and he had a really good outing. I think he's building his pitch count up, and hopefully, his next outing, he'll be able to go longer.
Thanks.
Hutch.
Yeah, Dave, what did you think of Zack Morris's outing tonight? And was there any thought, since he was kind of cruising, to leave him in there, or was the plan all along to go to Wood in the eighth?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the toughest one. I think he'd thrown about 42, 45 pitches, 3 innings. That's usually the max for him. I mean, Wood's been good all year, or good for the last 2 months. So, if we leave Zack in too long, and you kind of like, why didn't we bring Wood in? But yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
And you mentioned Wood. You mentioned Wood being so good for you the last couple of months. Just what did you see out of him tonight that led to a different type of outing for him?
Well, he's behind in the count almost every hitter. I don't know, just had a bad outing.
Ellis.
Yeah, Coach, with Gage, we talked earlier in the year about how you thought he was nervous in those big spots, and then it seemed like he turned the corner and had really been so solid and so reliable in these big situations. Just mentally, do you feel like he's a guy that's going to be able to reset and bounce back from this and pitch well for you guys down the stretch?
I think he will. I think he'll be fine. Just had a bad day. Let's leave it there, I guess.
And then Tiger in that fourth inning, I didn't know if he would come out for that fourth inning. He did about 50, 52 pitches, somewhere around there, but you brought him back out and he was able to have a really successful fourth inning. How important did you think that was for him to end his outing on a positive note and get that last inning?
It was good. That the hitter that I think was the last hitter he faced was Bolger, and that was going to be his last hitter no matter what. But he ended up getting him I think struck him out on a breaking ball. That was really good to see. I think he's feeling pretty good about where he's at right now.
I guess with Holland tomorrow, he's coming off of such a great outing, but he threw a lot of pitches and he's on shorter rest. I was just wondering, do you have a set number in mind for how long he could go tomorrow?
No, I think he'll kind of show us how it's going to go. If he's throwing a lot of pitches or struggling with innings and runners on, that type of stuff, where he's having to fight it, it'll be a little shorter than normal, but he's in good shape and it's warm, so we'll see how it goes.
Tom.
Yeah, Holt had another big game for you. I wonder what you thought of him, and maybe he tweaked himself a little bit on that collision out there too.
Yeah, they're both banged up a little bit, both middle infielders, but Holt had a great day. Obviously made a couple plays in the field, and Got a couple really big hits for us, helped us build up a pretty good lead. It's just, too bad it was for naught.
Yeah, the bottom of the order was really productive today. Callie, Slavens, and him. And it seems to me, Josenberger and Wagner, I know they're both just getting back, but maybe you need to get them rolling a little bit to kind of complete things.
Yeah, they're both trying to get it going. And it's today, not a whole lot there. Hopefully tomorrow will be their day.
Sorry, it took me a second to unmute. Hey guys, I guess Peyton, could you describe that play in the 8th where you and John collided, and I guess he was still able to make the catch? How are you feeling? And could you just kind of describe that play where you're both trying to make a play and collided there?
I mean, it was just like the perfectly placed ball, like right in the middle of both of us. I mean, he made a really good catch. I don't know how he held on to the ball, honestly. It's just like one of those where it was right between us. We both, like, he called it at the last second, but we're both full speed, didn't have time to move out of the way. And I mean, it hurt. He's okay, just like a little tweak in his ankle, which nothing too major, which is good. And I'm a little banged up, but it's fine. He made the catch, and that's really all that mattered at that point.
So you're good to go tomorrow?
We go tomorrow, yes, sir.
Okay, I know you had another real good game. It's probably, well, I'm sure it's hard to enjoy when you have a tough loss. Just how do you think you guys will respond to this and bounce back tomorrow? Because you still have a shot to win the outright title.
I mean, nothing's changed. Same mentality. Go out, just take day by day. We're gonna go out tomorrow, just like we won today, and we're gonna try and win. Do our thing. Doesn't really change our mentality. I mean, it sucks. It's part of it. You win some, you lose some, but overall, I think we're feeling really good about tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Hodge.
Yeah, Zach, this is several outings in a row for you now. That's been really good. Just, is it more of a mental switch? Is there a physical, like mechanical tweak that you made, or just what's been the key to your better pitching of late?
Just confidence in myself, honestly. Obviously, when a couple outings go bad for you, you kind of get in your head a little bit. And I thought I responded well to that in the past this season. And I just know I got to be that guy, being the only guy on this team. I got to, do better. So it's kind of like I have to do it. I want to do it. So I mean, the whole thing's just confidence for me.
I think you cruised through your 3 innings. I think you're at 42 pitches. Were you fighting to go back down there in the 8th, or were you pretty out of gas, or just how are you feeling?
No, I felt fine. It kind of caught me off guard a little bit because I felt really good. My stuff was really good, and I wanted to go back out there, but it just seemed like they had already made their mind up by the time they came to talk to me, because I was in the dugout just preparing to go out again, and they just came up to me and said they were going to the next guy. So I was like, okay.
Ellis.
Yeah, for either guy that wants to take this, I just guess what's the mindset for the team? I know you're still kind of processing this a little bit, but what are the conversations like after a game like that? And does anybody step up and say something, or just what are those moments like after a game that turns like that?
We try not to dwell. I mean, we can't dwell on it too much, especially with a game tomorrow that dictates the series. I mean, it was obviously like, yeah, I mean, that sucks. We hate losing, but just we look forward to tomorrow, going out there, winning that game. We're just focused on winning that game tomorrow.
And this team's been resilient all year. These guys have been stepping up whenever their number's been called through unfortunate events with injuries and stuff. But we just got to move on from it. I mean, it's part of the game, especially with that homer that happened in the 8th inning. I mean, that's just part of the game. Guy just put a good swing on a good pitch, and you just got to tell those guys, especially when they're freshmen, they'll start to get in their head a little bit, especially when it's an outing that didn't go their way. You just got to tell them, hey, man, you've been one of our dudes all year, and we're going to need you. We got to flush this. We all know you're a guy, and you just got to believe that too. And I've already had those conversations with some of our guys today, like, oh, man, we haven't lost confidence in you. And this is just one outing, man. This moment doesn't define you. Just go out there and go shove it tomorrow.
All right, Bob, close it out.
Yeah, I was going to ask Zack if he talked to the young guys, but he took care of that. So I'll ask you both. Hunter's obviously coming off a great outing, and I don't think anybody can expect him to throw another complete game. How good do you guys feel with the title at stake? You got Hunter going tomorrow.
I mean, Hunter's been our guy all year. I mean, just like you said, he did a complete game last week, but I mean, he's been having great outings like that all year. So we'll be behind his back tomorrow. We even with the guys who come in after him, we're going to have their backs, especially as a pitching staff. We're going to have our hitters' backs whenever they do well. They do, if they're not doing well, like we're going to have their backs. It's just the whole motto right now, just having each other's backs. Especially this late in the season, it can get into your head a little bit, but you just got to pull for each other and just try to finish this year out strong, or this season out strong.
Yeah, Peyton, you got a thought on playing behind Hunter tomorrow?
We're really confident whenever Hunter's on the mound. I mean, he's a dude. He competes every pitch, even if he gives up a hit or run or whatever. He's a really confident pitcher, and he does a really good job, attacking the strike zone, attacking the guys he's facing. And we're just going to focus on playing good defense behind him and giving him some run support and just going out there trying to win that game tomorrow.